time for Fun Friday Facts, better known as...
Mark and Brandi Aspinall with the Live in Colorado Elite, part of Berkshire Hathaway Colorado Real Estate. So glad you're with us on this beautiful Friday.
You know why we're calling it beautiful? Because it's been so hot and we need the moisture. We need a little bit of the clouds here in Fort Collins going into what?
It's like every meme on social media. You know you live in Colorado when you say you need the moisture. We need the moisture. It's so raining cold, but we need the moisture.
We need the moisture,
That's just
so
the
it's
Colorado
fine.
thing to say.
It's fine.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, you guys, what a great time of year. I love the fall.
So excited for the fall.
I love the fall, if we actually have a fall. Sometimes we have a blip of the spring and a blip of the fall. The rest is just summer and winter.
It's fall, spring, summer, winter, spring, fall.
Yeah.
Summer, winter, summer, winter, fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
In a 1 month period. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, some other very exciting news. I don't even know how to lead into this.
If you've never been on Fun Friday Facts before, we are basically silly, and we give you a little piece of either current news going on in Northern Colorado or a piece of history, something about the real estate market, and then odd news at the end. So there you go. That is our format for new jumping on.
Yes. So speaking of things that are going on in Northern Colorado, you do not want to miss this. It is going to be one of the best events in Loveland that you will ever attend. Well, I can't really say that. However,
bust out your 90s clothes, your Jinko pants, your crop tops. I don't know what girls wore then.
I don't either.
With the spaghetti straps.
Yeah.
That was big in the 90s.
And the Reeboks with this. Okay, anyway, moving on. So with that, on October 14th, so next Friday in Loveland, they are going to be doing a nod to the boy band era, and it's going to be a boy band spectacular from the
Backstreet Boys.
The Backstreet Boys to NSYNC to K-Not. I'm sure, 98 Degrees will be in there. There's going to be a lot of... So, if you were enthralled by any of the boy bands, or you just want to go have a fun night and get out of the house and do some remembering, I guess, it is going to be we'll post this, but it's going to be at the Ball Joint on the Cooking Channel? No, that's wrong. Going up here. The Ball Joint Food. So 434 North Garfield Ave in Loveland. And it's going to start at 6 o'clock p.m. So go enjoy, listen to some old boy bands, do all your old, school moves if you had them. We're going to buy that out into the next real estate news.
Yeah, so why not live in nostalgia? It is great. Speaking of the 90s, can you guess how much home prices have changed since 1991?
No, I can't, Mark.
Right?
Do you have the answer?
I do, and we'll give it to you in a second. The reason why we bring this up is obviously in the news, everything's thrown around with the economy and everything else right now of what's going on in the market. And our response is it's an opportunistic market. There's opportunities for buyers and sellers right now.
Super exciting right now.
In spite of what seems to be rising interest rates. And why is that? Because investing in homes is always a good, solid investment over the long term. Since 1991, home prices have gone up 596% in Colorado since 91. So a little bit more than a 20-year period, 500%. I would say that's pretty good return on investment if you've had a home since 91.
Yeah, and especially within there, even with the big bubble burst or crash in 08, 09, starting in 07, all of that, we are still up. What was that?
596% since 91.
In Colorado.
The national average is 290,000, so still good investment throughout. And which state
290.2%.
290.2,
not
sorry.
1,000. That's okay. We get, realtors.
290.2%. One of the lowest was actually Chicago, or well, not Chicago, Illinois, at 166%. So they had one of the lower price increases, but still all over the country,
160,
everything is up. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just great news for you guys. Even when you're hearing all the interest rates are going up, it's real estate has always been a great investment.
But we're not done.
We're not done.
In the last 5 years, no one should be amazed to hear this, but overall in the last 5 years, price change in homes has gone up 70.9%.
In Colorado,
In Colorado. National average is about 63%. So some of the highest were actually Utah and then Idaho, which I don't think anyone would be surprised by Idaho. However, yeah, so quite a good increase, quite a good return on investment even in the last 5 years as we saw that growth. However, 22 years, it's all about the long term. If you're looking for the short term, it might not be the right option for you, but long term, real estate's always a good idea. And you can find this article, The Long-Term Benefits of Home Ownership, in our blog on our website at livingcoloradoelite.com or FortFunFridayFacts.com. We'll get you there too.
Awesome.
So,
good morning, Daddy. Good morning, Bill. William Webster.
Billy.
Next time he sees you, you might get a smacking.
Sorry, the way you said that was so ridiculous.
I know. Yeah, it was.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Lord,
well,
Lord.
so that you can get on with your Friday and we can get on with yours, or we can get on with ours. We can get on with yours. We're going to get on with your Friday.
He needs more yummy. I need some more yummy.
I mean, I might need a drink. So on to the news. Where we always attempt to bring you odd, weird, or at least locally relevant news. And if we're not locally relevant today, we are odd. So in North Carolina, Jim Mabey.
Is he Maybe Jim?
He's Maybe Jim. Get this. Jimmy Mabey of Farmer, North Carolina, is a snake breeder. And he introduced a unusual snake the other day. And this was by Fox Channel 8, their local news station there on October 6th. This breeder unveiled one of the newest and most unusual additions to his menagerie, a two-headed Honduran albino milk snake. So this snake has two heads, has one stomach, one set of lungs, but two heads and two brains. Jimmy says it's kind of funny. He said the right side is a little more aggressive than the left, so it wants to bite me more than the other head. And they're still trying to figure out how to coexist. He said they do have a different mind to go in different direction than the other. They can't always be fighting over which way to go. So we will post this video on our blog. It is definitely something to be seen of a two-headed snake.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, we had the two-faced goat, but that was only two faces. I don't think it had two different brains. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, this is two different brains in the one snake with two heads. Crazy cool.
Mom, you should really watch the video because I know how much you love snakes. I say sarcastically.
I kind of wish I had two brains sometimes. I'm so bad with multitasking. If I had two brains, then one brain could focus on this task and the other brain could focus on that task. Right?
True, a true split personality. Yeah.
I could maybe write with. Could this brain teach my left hand how to write so I could write two different things at the same time?
Yeah, maybe.
You're not exploring this with me at all.
No, well, I'm just thinking, how would you feel if I had two brains? Wouldn't that be a little overwhelming?
I thought all women did.
Well, I thought all men did too, but we're not going.
No, we've got one very small.
We better cut this right now.
Well, we hope that you have an amazing week. Go out, enjoy the cooler weather, go see the changing colors, go just explore. Yeah. Explore something different. Explore a new area that you haven't done before.
Yeah. It'll be great. Yeah. Bundle up for the weather.
Well, that's it, I guess, for this edition of Fort Fun Friday Facts, better known as Mark and Brandi Aspinall. I keep thinking of a balloon losing air every time we do that. Mark and Brandi Aspinall with what's that?
Whistle?
It would whistle. Yeah. Yeah.
More like that.
There you go. That's us.